In the Bhagavad Purana, the ancient book of the Srimad Bhagavatam, he's describing how this age of Kali began. There was a sage meditating. The king was out hunting in the forest and he got really thirsty. Instead of following the well-trodden path to water, also known as Sharia, he decided to visit the house of well, he didn't know who was at the house, but he imagined that they must have already gone and collected some water, and he thought that he would go and ask this person for some of their water. When he got to the cottage, the sage was sitting nearby meditating. He asked the sage for some water. Now, this is the key thing, is that the sage was in a trance, and the king did not make eye contact with the sage successfully. So it's really important, especially if we make YouTube videos or, more personally, please, when we're talking with our family members or people in whatever relationship it is, business relationships, all different experiences we have, is eye contact is a really essential thing. They even teach in the military you should take off your glasses to make eye contact. Don't keep the aviators on when you go in to speak to the chief of the village, but make eye contact as part of the hearts and minds that avoids conflict and hopefully solves and creates resolutions successfully. So they say autistic children, when a child starts to develop autism, they become quiet, and the parents are talking to them, and the autistic child becomes irresponsive. The parents get frustrated, the kids ignoring them, and what they teach them when they go to these hospitals is they teach the parent to speak to the child on an eye level, to actually get down and speak with the child on an eye level, because the more you speak down to someone, and you can also think about this when you're giving a class from the throne or the Vyasasana and talking down to the audience or on stage, is creates a different type of relationship. When the rock band are playing, you often hear them swearing at the audience and calling them, unspeakable things, and kind of abusing the audience, and because of that talking down thing. And that's what happened with the Srimad Bhagavatam. So when the autistic children get spoken to on an eye level, what they found from behind the mirrored windows was that the children became more talkative. They suddenly opened up. They suddenly started to relate better with their parents and everything, because eye contact. And the Srimad Bhagavatam, you can analyze as well, why did the king get... He cursed the sage. He thought he was being ignored, and he went and got a snakeskin, put it around the sage's shoulders for ignoring him when he was thirsty. But the whole thing was that he didn't make successful eye contact, and then he just assumed what the other person was thinking about them. And again, a lot of the time, it's not communication, open communication, that's causing conflicts. It's about our perception of what we think the other person is doing. And that's a lot of what people are doing. Like, if you find that a lot of people don't even bother listening to one sentence before they say, no, I'm not interested. So they already decide very quickly whether they believe you or agree with you or like you. And so eye contact, if you're making videos, try not to end up like this, talking into the camera, because it won't be a good position for your audience to listen to you as though they were sitting in your crotch or something. Try to get an equal eye level and try to look directly into the camera. I hope this helps you, and hopefully it won't start another age of Kali, or make your kids go totally introvert and make you develop a complex that they don't speak to you or anymore or something like. Alright, stay safe. Radhe Radhe.